back to the Universal Temple for the sun, planets, moon, and stars. I'll be your Lord of Hosts, Lord Messiah. And today we going into
Universal Family Divine Trust, divinely prepared by the divine mind of Lord Messiah Allah in honor of Universal Shamgod Allah.
Region will be founding region for the Divine Trust Administration of the Board for Divine Trusteeship for Allahu Justice Estates, Divine Territories, and Y.
The founding region for the Divine Trust Administration shall be Harlem, New York, being that we are nationals, citizens, and our state nationals for Allah's 5% nation state, having our origin in this world near the wilderness of North America, and more specifically near Harlem, New York, which we as a nation know as the holy city of Mecca. This is where the knowledge and wisdom of the original people started, when our nation was first founded by the Father, Allah and Old Man, Justice.
What is the historic background of our and how were they established? Lastly, how shall human families in the Divine Trust territories establish their own divine trusts according to the symbology of our universal flag? And what are the divine laws of Allah?
Historic background of our Divine Trust. According to our nation's history known as the Bomb History, aka the greatest story never told by beloved Allah. Allah began by teaching 9 black youth. These 9 black youth came to be known as the firstborn. They were of civilization and God of the universe, to teach 10 students of their own. By them teaching 10 students each equaled 90 students, including the 9 firstborn themselves, equaling 99 students or 99 names, attributes of Allah, showing and proving that He was the one who is Allah, Father of civilization and God of the universe, through divine law, a body of law that is perceived as deriving from a transcendent source, such as the will of God or gods, in contrast to man-made law or to secular law, and through the law
divine territories of civilization under divine trust for the divine understanding and cultural growth and development of the divine beneficiaries or private soldiers. The youth babies near the bureaus of New York City taught by the 9 firstborn under the divine trust for Allah.
In Allah we trust. The Father as the divine trustor established himself as the captain under divine trust. The duty of the captain is to give orders to the lieutenant. The lieutenant's duty is to teach, also train the private soldier, and disqualifies his divine trusteeship within the divine trust of Allah.
What is the divine trust of Allah? Divine will of Allah. As well, a divine will was established through the granting, giving of the Father's knowledge, wisdom, sacrifice of time, His life and His truth, etc., which were His powers, provisions of will as the true and living God. He gave all He had and all within His power to see this glorious day in which His sons and daughters, gods and earths, inherit as divine beneficiaries for the divine will of Allah.
Divine trusteeship U/A, under agreement with the International Board for Divine Trusteeship, shall continue in the divine instructions given by the Father Allah to teach civilization as the pursuit of happiness to see/see Allah's world manifest, within the formal designation of borders defined as Allahu Justice Estates, Divine Trust Territories. The establishment of divine trust in the territories shall be performed by the divine trustees/lieutenants, teaching all the human families how the supreme controlling force and power of the universe, which is the mind known as Allah. For within Allah's mental powers, provisions, all heavenly bodies, families, communities, nations, are held together under universal divine trust of Allah. 7 is God which forms, build, or destroy, as it is understood that the conscious black man is God, and has the responsibility and is endowed with the physical powers, provisions, to control, protect, and provide for the universal family and nation as a whole. As original man is to be the maker and owner by making her, teaching and or marrying her, and owning her, to have and hold to death do us part, planting your cream in her planet Earth, fathering the civilization of the children born, and ultimately being the God of your universe. As captain is to give orders to the lieutenant. As divine trustor is to write the actual divine trust on paper, get it notarized and authenticated in his state, and establish himself as the divine trustor granting all properties, power, their lieutenant given by the orders of her captain. As divine beneficiaries to ascend into the appointed positions as successor divine trustors and successor divine trustees, and to inherit all the assets, minus the liabilities, also all titles, offices, properties, etc., passed on via the divine trust in the aspiration of building generational wealth as a universal family VA, universal family divine trust. the universal cipher of the earth, the Universal Family Divine Trust, of contracts. Also by divine law showing and proving how, in the beginning was the Word was with God, and the Word was God. That Word is bond, and that bond is life, and we shall give our lives before our word shall fail. In simple terms, a man stands on his word in life as the truth on its square.
22 points of power and 22 provisions of divinity. There are 22 total points on our universal flag. The sun, 8. The moon, 2. The star, 5. And the 7, 7. 8.
In the name of Allah. Also being that the Father created a divination system through his 5% nation of gods and earths which honors, not worships, the Father, Allah as a divine deity, and the gods and earths as his divine successors, in the name of Allah. In 1967, Allah began to teach the brothers that they were gods also, as he had realized in himself. He had them change their names from Muslim names to come in the name of Allah as their family name, and take a name from their mathematics or alphabets to go with. Be manifested through the mental and physical powers / provisions of the original man, woman, and child, the sun, moon, and stars, as captains, lieutenants, and private soldiers, administrating their universal families as divine trustors, divine trustees, and divine beneficiaries through our Universal Family Divine Trust. Peace to all the human families of the planet Earth.
Peace.